Bum, 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 bum.
Only one.
Mac the Knife. Mac the Knife. Oh, hello, everybody.
Where's the baby now? Can we get it over with?
All right, thanks for coming.
In case you didn't figure this out by now,
December 2017.
2017. Yeah, that's what it is.
Psycho. You know, I'm a grandfather. Did you know that? 2 weeks. Week and a half.
What?
My daughter had a kid.
Oh, no, I did not know that.
You call me Grandpa, I'll kill you.
Hey, Gramps.
Yeah, it's Gramps is all right. So somebody said, what do you want him to call you? I said, sir. And
just like my daughter.
Which I thought was funny, right? So I was telling the story to another guy. He goes, oh, they asked me the same question. Good night. They asked me the same. He goes, the guy goes, they asked me the question. His name was Russell. He goes, they said, what do you want him to call you, Russell? He said, Greg. So I've been using that line.
Yeah, call me Greg.
That's great.
My name's Paul, but you can call me Greg. Let's get on with this.
So, you know, I don't remember the limited series. Did we do the sparkling wines? We didn't. Back in the day, in December. I didn't buy two different. Maybe I did.
What?
Maybe I did buy two different sparklers. We're talking about December, the old school part of the Wine Club. We would feature sparkling wine and dessert wine, which is what Ed uncovered from 1977 of December.
Right.
Hans Cornell, which is Riesling based, and then a cream sherry, which, you know, remember the cream sherry from Leonard Kreusch, the gold bottle?
Oh God, yes, I do remember that.
I don't know what happened to those guys.
I have no idea. I
They
mean,
cracked me up.
your dad also, I remember buying a lot of stuff from Lords and Elwood.
That's true.
You know,
yeah,
Dick Elwood, one of the nicest guys I ever met in my life.
So I don't think this is what's area?
Bordeaux.
Grand Vin, Premier Vin du.
This is in a
Wow.
This is in the right bank.
Accolade. This is I think he's French, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Merci.
Boy, I tell you though, this is Merlot and Cabernet Franc, which is typical of the right bank near Saint-Emilion. It's about 10 miles west of Saint-Emilion, but it's still considered a right bank. Boy, it's got a lot of oomph to it.
It does,
Merlot
but you get the
Cabernet.
Merlot in the beginning, you get the Cabernet Franc in the end, you get the cranberry at the end, you get the
Boy, this is
in
a
the end.
nicely made wine. You know, this is one of those wines that just kind of slips in under the rug. It's
Yeah, that's
2011. You know, nobody talks about 2011 Bordeaux because 2010 was the big vintage. You know,
I forgot.
and
Château de Pitray.
Pitray, delicious wine. $25 is a great price. $15.99 on a reorder. I'm doing a 98. Really
I'm
good.
speechless because I'm when you said Cabernet Franc, I go, oh yeah, because it doesn't have that depth of the Cabernet Sauvignon with that wonderful
But
cranberry.
this has got so much sock to it, you know. This is a wine I'd love to come back to in 5 or 6 years, or even 10 years.
You're not getting any, Ed.
Fine, geez, I'll go buy it somewhere else. You're not the only guy in town. Don't tell him that. I mean,
Now here's an interesting wine.
that's a very interesting wine.
Lompoc, Santa Barbara County, but it's Merlot,
Right.
which is kind of weird. But now they're growing that stuff around there. But Sangiovese and Syrah.
Yeah, I know that was a little out
It's
there.
like what? And then of course you know what the concept was? I remember now. This is 2013. He calls it delayed in glass, which is another brilliant marketing term. Which is like, well, we're going to hold back the wine. So
And we're going to put it in glass,
Yeah,
also known as a bottle. Delayed in glass.
we're going to spend all this money to sit on it.
I think this guy's delayed in school. Jeez, delayed in glass. No wonder he can't sell it.
The idea was to sit on the wine after they bottled it.
Duh.
Why? All that money tied up, you know.
I don't know.
But it's great.
It's fabulous.
The other three varietals, they were okay, but this was the best by far. And clearly exemplary. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. But
It has this really nice, sweet, tart cherry finish. You know, and it's fairly substantial wine.
that
you know?
is really complex. The Sangiovese component is really something.
Yeah, I mean, all of them just come together and form a beautiful whole that's greater, as you said, I think, than the some other parts. How about that? That's pretty cool.
Well, last night, I told you I put a little port in one of the lightest wines that we have at the house. Gave it to my mother-in-law. I also tasted a couple different wines. I thought, I'm going to blend these. And, it's very interesting when you do that because some blends, you pick up the distinct differences in the grapes, and they just don't make sense. You get one of the wines, you get the second wine, and they don't make any blending at all. And that's what happened last night. This one, you don't sense that. You sense a wonderful component that's all together.
Yeah. Well, no, it's really nicely made, and it's a delicious wine. And I'm doing a 97.
96, right?
Okay, and there you have it.
Wow. Well, that's really, boy, there's a little camphor in there at the end.
There is a little camphor, exactly. Yes, I did get that. Is it your turn? It's your
Vermentino. So here's interesting. I just noticed that this is Tuscan.
Right, which is a little bizarre.
Put it in a burgundy bottle, which is a little bizarre. But it's Vermentino, which is okay in Tuscany. Mm-hmm. But usually it's Trebbiano from there. Look at the color. Mm-hmm. 2015. Oh, what a nose.
Got some really nice green apple, pineapple, and almost like kiwi component, Very, very nice. I love
that.
Vermentino.
Is so fun.
It's one of my favorite grapes.
The nose is killing me. I'm trying to figure it out.
It's really, really good.
It's like bubble gum? I don't know what is in there. Like juicy fruit or something?
Yeah, there's some of that. Usually the reason for that is that they use citric acid instead of sulfites to preserve the color, and so it has a tendency in its youth, and this is fairly young, to have that almost bubblegum kind of juicy fruit character, which is kind of funny.
It's kind of like Captain Crunch with an overtone of Fruit Loops.
It sounds more like a visit to the old days.
The millennial, stuff. It smells like. Anyway,
I'm
impressed with this.
Yeah, $13.99 is delicious wine for $14. I'm at a 95.
96 for me too. Also, as well.
Oh, and then this wine. God, I served this to some wine geeks.
Jean Vullien
or
Jacquère.
Jacquère from Savoie. Way eastern France.
I love that area.
And grapes you either have never heard of, and if you had heard of them, you can't pronounce them. Okay, and this guy is he's one of the top leaders in Savoie. I mean, he makes undeniably one of the best Jacquères in the market.
Mise en bouteille au Château, meaning it was bottled at the Château, Savoie.
So I served this wine to wine geeks, and of course the first thing they go is, "What is it?" And I said, "Well, what do you think it is?" Well, the way when you have a lot of experience tasting wine, the first thing you do is try to figure out what it isn't. Okay, yeah. And then narrow down, the possibilities. Well, it's not Sauvignon Blanc, and it's not Chardonnay, it's not Chenin, it's not Gewurz, it's not Riesling. What's left? Well, now we're getting into trouble, guys, and then of course I hit them with Jacquère, and they go, "What? No, I don't know. I never heard of it."
That's why I bought this.
This might be the second Jacquère I've had in my life. Okay.
That's why I bought it. I hadn't tasted it. It's from a great area.
I love the nose, though. The nose is so unique,
And the point you made is the most important. Not only tasting for what it's not, but it's not those things. You can tell that it's not those things. And so there's nothing to compare it. You don't say, "Oh, it tastes like," you can't compare it. You have to only compare it to other Jacquères, and you don't see many of them.
Well, this is the best Jacquère I've ever tasted, so it's 100 points. There you go. End of discussion. $23 on the shelf, $13.99 right here at the Wine of the Month Club, and it can be yours for $13.99.
That sounded really good.
That sounded really good. Oh, I can hear myself talk.
That's great fun for all of us.
Yeah, I know. Cheers. Especially me. And that's it for our show. Last month of the year, which I believe is December, unless something changed.